Hi, everyone, and welcome to our virtual open house presentation for the Bachelor of Interior Design at Mount Royal University. We'll start by introducing our faculty and then talking you through some of the critical elements of our program.
Hello, my name is Alan Antioquia, and I'm an associate professor in the Department of Interior Design. My educational background, I have a bachelor's degree in zoology and a Bachelor of Science. I also am a graduate of the Interior Design program here in Mount Royal with a Bachelor of Applied Interior Design, and I also have my master's in architecture through the University of Calgary. I teach mostly in the systems classes and also in the design studios, and my interest lies in how design is translated into drawing and then from drawing into the built environment.
Hi, my name is Natalie Badendek. I'm also an associate professor who is a graduate from the interior design program like Alan. I have an architectural technologies diploma, Bachelor of Applied Interior Design, and a Master of Architecture. I teach in the design and precedent courses, mainly in second and third year, so I'll see you there. And I research, and my research is focused on the role of design concept in the education and practice of interior designers.
Hi, I'm Paula, and I'm an associate professor as well in the Department of Interior Design. I've been in the department for a number of years. I am the academic advisor, and I will tell you about that in a little while. I teach my educational background, I have 2 degrees in interior design, a bachelor's and a master's degree in interior design with a specialization in education from the University of Manitoba. I teach in this program in the second, third, and fourth years of the program. And I love studio. That was what my research was about originally. And I teach design and precedent. So that's probably enough. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Helen Evans-Warren. I've been teaching in the program for a significant number of years and have over 25 years of practice experience. I have a diploma in interior design, a Bachelor of Arts in Communications, and a Master's of Environmental Design. I teach now, although I've taught throughout the entire curriculum, I currently teach in 4th year of the program and teach in both design and precedent and in the studio courses where students are working on their capstone thesis projects. I'm also an associate professor, and my area of research tends to focus on the application of design theory into practice as parts of what I'm doing. Look forward to seeing you.
Hi, everyone, and I'm David Hittenraw. I'm chair of the Department of Interior Design. My home department is actually English Languages and Cultures, and I'm helping to provide some administrative guidance and support to the department over these past couple of years, and also looking forward to seeing you. I'll also introduce our colleague, Rob Platts. Rob is another long-standing member of the department who couldn't be with us today, but he teaches in our design studies courses. He teaches the first year studio, and he is sort of a very engaged and interesting instructor.
Hi, everyone. I'm Daniel Wagner. I'm an assistant professor in the department. My educational background, I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in New Media, and then I have a master's degree in architecture. I teach in 3rd year for tools 5 and 6, and I also teach studio 5 and 6. For research-focused stuff, I'm actually a practicing architect as well, and I kind of focus on conceptually robust design, how that's manifested, especially tectonically, so how everything comes together, and focusing on the scale of the person across kind of varying scales in the built environment, from interiors to exteriors to landscape. Look forward to seeing you.
The Bachelor of Interior Design is a 4-year degree. It's internationally accredited by CETA, the Council for Interior Design Accreditation. There are 120 credits for a total of 40 courses. Those 40 courses consist of 29 that are core interior design program courses, 10 general education courses, and 1 elective. The general education courses have their own structure, but they do include 2 art history courses that complement your interior design study. The program is 4 years and 8 academic semesters long. There is 1 summer semester at the end of year 3 that is where the paid internship, a 0 credit internship, is housed. The internship is in addition to the 40 courses and doesn't count towards the degree credits, but it is required to develop your professional skills and graduate from the program. This example is the degree overview chart. The graphic shows the general structure of our degree, consists of 3 main course streams, the design studio in blue, additional core courses, and general education courses in the gray. The 3 streams are design and precedent in red, where we're learning about design history, theory, and design in relation to the core topics in each semester. Design tools in yellow here. You're learning hand and digital tools that can be used to communicate effectively and express your ideas in the core studio course as well. In the systems course in green, you'll learn about how buildings and their environments are constructed, including infrastructure systems like heating, ventilation, air conditioning, escalators and elevators, as well as lighting and electrical. You'll also learn about materials, building codes and regulations, and sustainability. This knowledge is applied through your studio assignments. There are 2 additional core courses in design studies in the blue, and 1 in professional practice towards the end of the degree. The 2 required art history courses are part of the 10 general education courses.
This graphic shows how the degree structure flows through the 4 years of the program. You can see the streams that Helen in the previous slides alluded to, color-coded at the top part of the chart. Over time, these course streams introduce more and more complexity and information, and the studio design projects become more detailed. The bottom portion is the gray portion that sits underneath. These are the general education courses. Gen Ed is the part of your degree that gives your education more breadth through a variety of arts and science courses. And together, the 10 courses make up a quarter of your degree. These are also a required part of our CETA accreditation. Finally, to point out, at the end of year 3, there is a summer internship. To continue, you were introduced. My name is Paula. I'm the designated academic advisor. I am available to answer any questions that you have regarding our program. I'm hopefully one of the first points of contact. I have a companion advisor in the Faculty of Arts. Her name is Rachel Doe, who is an expert in the general education component of the degree. So between us, we can field just about any kind of question that you may have, or certainly pass it on to others who may help you. I can always talk to any of our faculty and they will help you with questions that you have. Please contact me.
Hi again. I'll talk a little bit about admission requirements to the program, where we get a number of questions every year. When you're applying to Mount Royal, you'll be asked to submit your grade 11 marks and eventually your current and final grade 12 marks. These are used by the university to make its admission decisions. Admission is a 2-stage process in interior design. For the first stage, you need a minimum of 65% in English 30-1, and you also need a minimum of 50% in either Math 30-1 or Math 30-2. Those are the bare minimums to be considered for the program. If you meet the minimum, the university then calculates your overall average using your 2 highest marks in your core high school courses. So those will be your English, math, social, and science courses. Interior design is considered a competitive admission process because there are many more applicants than seats. The actual average for students admitted each year is between 70 and 75%, depending on how many students apply and how strong their marks are. The second stage of the admission process is where we get lots of questions every year. Once you meet the minimum requirements, you'll be invited to complete a directed portfolio to assess your skills and aptitude. This is a series of 4 exercises and activities, including a drawing exercise, an exercise with abstract composition, and a spatial aptitude test. You submit those exercises, and then the faculty do a double-blind scoring, meaning they don't know who submitted which pieces, but they give each of those pieces a score. Afterwards, we rank the applicants based on their admission averages and on their combined portfolio scores, and then we make admissions offers to roughly the top 40 applicants out of that year's pool. Essentially, our advice is don't worry about preparing for the portfolio or collecting up your existing drawings, because we'll send you specific directions for each of the exercises and ask you to create pieces for this portfolio. We have a sample of a previous portfolio assignment on our website, and I'll list it again later, but our website is mtroyal.ca/interior design, and that's with no capitals, no spaces. If you look on our website, you'll find that there is a link there for admission requirements and costs that can give you some more detail about this, but also feel free to reach out and contact us by email if you need to.
We are very fortunate in the interior design program to have a huge number of scholarships and bursaries available to our students. There's over or worth about $47,000 per year, and some of these will automatically be rewarded to or awarded to students in their first year, but others can be applied for once you're in the program through the awards office. And these are program-specific awards. Many of them are coming from industry. We have a huge support of industry, and a lot of them also come through our department through different sources. So definitely something worth applying for.
Alan, you're on mute. It had to happen.
It would have to happen. Thank you. In the interior design department, we have a design library, a space that holds a range of materials and products for students to use in their projects. Knowledge and experience with products, materials, and vendors is very essential for design practice. So through the design library, we are able to introduce students to prepare them for the work study in third year, and also to work in design firms, architectural firms, or vendors. We hire also a professional library management company to organize and stock design materials so it remains current for our students and meets industry standards. This is a secure space only available to our program, and it is very close to the studio so that students have access to it 24 hours. There are also the student design library assistants hired from each year of the program, and they help students within their years to find materials appropriate for their projects and to order materials from these material vendors. We also set up a series of lunch and learns and sessions where industry professionals and product representatives provide more in-depth knowledge on particular products or materials beyond the lectures they receive in their core courses.
Similar to the design library, we have the DTech or the Design Technology Lab. And this is a big space, again, that's secured for our students. That's broken into 2 different areas. One is a messy room where you can cut and paste and assemble and paint physical model materials like form core, construction paper, cardboard, and wood. This is where you actually go about creating physical models and testing design concepts. And then the second space within the DTech lab is where we house our digital lab that has 3D printers and a laser cutter, so you can develop your technical and computer skills and build physical objects from digital designs, also known as rapid prototyping. So this kind of creates expedient physical representation of design ideas. And again, similar to the design library, we hire DTech lab assistants to teach and demonstrate the tools and help with student projects. And we also have 3 or 4 unpaid positions for DTech enthusiasts who want to build up their skills and experience.
As you've probably started to understand throughout this presentation, this is a cohort program, meaning that each year we have 41 students come in and they move as a group through the 4 years of the degree, taking the exact same core courses and sharing the same studio. This makes an enriching atmosphere in the studio, but we also focus on connecting you with students in other years of the program, as well as with professional design community. Our course and studio faculty work in the industry or have their own design practices and bring their experience to their teaching. We have graduates of the program, some of you have already met today, who become mentors, and we bring in guest critics as well to give feedback on studio work, product reps to share their latest info, and industry speakers. We normally have an event called annually called Primarily It's a Party. This is a networking and fundraising gathering, which brings together students and industry professionals to raise money for scholarships. We're looking forward to having one when some of the COVID restrictions have been removed.
The Interior Design Student Society, or IDSS, is a small organization meant to elevate and enhance the interior design educational experience. The IDSS is student-led, and it's a fully ratified club through the Students Association of Mount Royal University. The IDSS advocate for students with external organizations and advocate for student mental health within the department. The IDSS organize and promote activities and experiences to bring students together with each other and with design professionals. These might include movie nights, the events like Design Cube, where we bring in external speakers to talk about design and their path to interior design, a mini conference with industry professionals talking about their careers. And you can also find us online through the Instagram with the handle #MRU Interior Design.
I'd like to thank all of our faculty for participating in giving you this core information about our program. It's an exciting program at Mount Royal, and we certainly look forward to talking further with you, hearing about your interest in the program, maybe talking to you about the admissions process. And overall, again, if you do want to find us, it's most straightforward to connect through our website, mru.ca/interior design. Thanks for watching, and we do hope to see you. Take care.